Jane Riley. I'm a person in long-term recovery from addiction and also experience mental health issues. And my recovery and treatment process led me into becoming a member of the helping professions by becoming credentialed as a chemical dependency counselor and getting a degree in social work. And I've been in the recovery journey for nearly 20 years at this point, and have been working in the helping profession since 2006, and my ACE score is 4. I initially thought how useful this is going to be for me working with my clients, and understanding and having a language for what they're going through. And over time, it evolved into thinking about, it gives me an understanding of just in our general population what people are going through. And then I think lastly, I equated it to my own experiences and recovery. And it wasn't right away that I even acknowledged I had an ACE score of 4, but because I think I was using it mostly in my work. But when I was able to incorporate it personally as well as professionally, I realized that this was hugely validating information and helped provide context for why myself and others have experienced the challenges and adversity that we have. In my recovery from addiction, I sometimes wondered, why me? Or why did I struggle with this when I had these positive things in my life? And hearing about the ACEs study and how risk is so increased if you have certain ACE scores, especially a 4 or higher, it gave me some validation, although that may be weird to say, of why I experienced this issue. And luckily, I've been able to develop my recovery. But I found it something that helped me understand better why I might have chosen to cope in that method. And even though it was not helpful in the long run. I attribute my resilience to the relationships that I've had in my life that have been safe and supportive and stable. I have 2 parents that have been consistently there for me, extended family who have supported me even when I was not a very likable person or doing very likable things. I have amazing friendships and colleagues. Working in the helping professions is amazing because you naturally get all these empathetic people who are understanding, who are there for you, and it's cultivated just some amazing connections. And I think that has just been invaluable in my recovery, in my journey in the helping professions, and in my resilience. Trauma has a pervasive impact, and people have to find some way to cope with that. And sometimes what they have available might not be what serves them long term, but perhaps helps them survive in that moment. I think if the world could see those behaviors as having meaning, we could respond to people experiencing trauma or having experienced trauma in a much more empathetic, reasonable, and helpful way. And I think implementing trauma-informed care is an aspect of making sure programs, providers, communities are aware of that and respond in a way that is empowering and loving, and that promotes resilience.